shooting the shit out of people. There's some moments that are like so filled with like cartoonish drama almost. Like this is the one movie where we see him have a relationship with like a woman that he's actually interested in, like sexually. Right. And she gets to die like the second they stop making out. Well, she just gets blown away.
She just tell too that the writer did this. He went, we're going to set it up so that they have this emotional moment
this
where they
kiss.
agree together that after they get through this, they're going to be together forever. And then the moment that ends, she gets shot in the chest.
She gets fucking shredded too.
Like no chance.
Like 30 done. Bullets in the chest, and popping through her.
What I found interesting is that in this scene, we have Stallone doing like his just like, you know, the girl's dying, so he has to kind of be upset. Yeah. So what he does is he just puts his head in her body so he doesn't have to actually cry.
Yeah.
What I found interesting though is that, I mean, he's capable. We've seen it from the first one. He's capable of giving like a pretty emotional performance.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just
his breakdown in First Blood where
maybe it's just the circumstance.
Really
he maybe felt a little bit more of the Hollywood in this, so he couldn't.
It's definitely more Hollywood where he's holding the woman and he's like, the love of my life has been taken from me.
I was just expecting, I'm like, oh, is he actually gonna give some type of emotional performance, much like the first one? And then no, he just kind of goes, oh, I'm sad, and then we end there. But I thought that was interesting that they didn't have him go for it this time.
No,
might just be, once again, like I said, the Hollywood kind of atmosphere.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot more. I mean, even the torture scene in this, which is like
it's almost like he's like, look at my muscles the whole time.
Like exactly like you think it's supposed to be kind of like scary.
Yeah.
But it's mostly an exercise in like how much that he can flex his muscles.
Yeah, you're like, look how good Stallone looks being tortured.
Yeah, and cover his tanned skin in like sweat.
Yeah, he literally looks like he's got a 12-pack in that scene.
Well, yeah, he is suffering for the sins of bureaucracy, like Jesus.
Yeah, exactly.
He's sitting there, he's holding there. I mean, even there's even a part where he sees them crucified, I think, at one point, where he pulls them off the crucified parts too.
Yep.
And all the POWs like listen on to him screaming, just being like, "Wow, he's so tough. He's holding up, you know."
He's holding up, man. Yeah, it's great. They have so many.
And for some reason, the Soviets are involved in this now too,
right?
Because obviously in the 80s, we're talking a little
Russia's
bit more Cold War.
Yeah,
so we're ramping. So he's combining them too.
Yeah,
I was like, great. It's fascinating.
It's fucking awesome. It's like this. It really is like a time capsule of all the the
anxieties
the hardened
of
American fears, you know what I mean? And I that's I think why it works for me, because we are watching something that's
Dad's
not
everywhere.
exactly faithful to the first,
yeah.
But what we are watching is something that's completely telling of the times and done to such a stylish and efficient way that I love every minute of it. You know, it flies by. And
well, yeah, I mean, it's so stylish because even as it's like maybe betraying things that you might have liked about it before, and like there are times where I'm watching it and I'm like, man, I shouldn't like this, but I'm like, it's so goddamn bombastic,
exactly,
and it's so over the top. One part that really got me, that he goes like super macho, like there's one part where the Soviets, I think, are telling him to message back to the Americans and like tell them something. I can't remember exactly what they're trying to get him to say. But he knows that he's been left behind, because that's after the helicopter left him and the POWs behind, because they were like, oh shit, he actually has POWs. Abandoned ship.
Yeah.
And they leave him there to get tortured. And when he grabs that mic, because he knows that the Americans are on the line and he knows that guy just betrayed him, it's like that bit when Arnold in Running Man is like, I will pull out your spine. He grabs the mic, and I kid you not, a lightning strikes the second he grabs that mic. It lights up his face, and it's so moody. It's like, when he grabs the mic, he's like, I'm coming for you.
It's so fucking good. And then he just starts fighting everybody. He's like, because he knows he's going to be free, because he's fucking
and you get
Rambo.
that close-up shot of him like squeezing his fist around the mic.
Right, that was the best detail, because it's like he's tightening his neck or something.
Yeah.
You know, like he's imagining strangling the Major.
He's like, Murdoch, I'm coming for you. And then he proceeds to take the mic off the table and smash it against the dude's head.
Face.
Yeah, he starts shooting and stabbing his way out of the torture
and
camp and everything.
Moments of that where they make him into the like kind of action star, like a Schwarzenegger kind of thing.
He's more shirtless than any other action movie I've ever seen, other than Conan.
Yeah,
like and that's just because they didn't have shirts. They didn't.
And that's just the times.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's funny.
This and in Rambo 3, he just fights the whole second half of the movie shirtless, even though like nobody else is shirtless. Everyone else has shirts.
There's also a bunch of times where the his general, like his friendly general, says lines like, there's one I think where he said something like, "God would forgive you. He won't show mercy." Stuff like that. So they're always constantly driving home that he's violent, but he's doing it for good reasons, supposedly. But and in a sense he is. He's trying to rescue his fellow man. I mean, I get that. But throwing in all the conspiracy stuff and the just going back to Vietnam, you could say it's tasteless, but it probably is. But fuck me, I love every moment of it.
Exactly. You got won over by the power of just like the filmmaking, which for me, even if that happened to me a little less in this one, that is absolutely what happened to me with Rambo 2008. So. Okay.